As of the making of this video, these are the final 3 Attack on Titan Funko Pops that we are getting. Maybe there's more. Let's talk about that. So today we're going to be unboxing these and kind of going over them and also discussing, is there any more Attack on Titan Funko Pops coming? Like I did mention in the beginning, this is pretty much it in terms of what there is even rumored to be coming from Attack on Titan. We're going to start off with this Jaw Titan first. We're going to do them in order of they appearing in the series. This appeared first. We're going to start with that. This is the Crunchyroll exclusive. It was available on the Funko Shop as well. But I am very excited about this one because it's a Titan that we do not have yet, and I am very excited to see how it looks. It looks very well outside the box, so we'll see what it looks like when we get it out of it. And but anyway, like I was saying, right now we have one rumored pop remaining. There's been no real, it's been rumored for a long time. We've got really no evidence that it's coming anytime soon. There's been no new word on it, and that is a 10-inch version. These are 6-inch by comparison, but it is a 10-inch version of the Attack Titan, so the Aaron's Titan. We don't know if that's like a founding Titan version of it, whether that would be a, you know, just a regular Attack Titan. You know, all we've got from the Aaron's Titan is the little bitty one, so maybe it would be something bigger. Who knows? But like I said, it's been like 8 months that that's been rumored, and there's been no word about it. By the way, that rumor is from the Scarlet Joker over on Twitter. Go check them out if you're interested. They're also on Instagram. But anyway, let's check this out real quick. This is the Jaw Titan. This is Porco's version here. I really like this one. I think it turned out really good. And I mean, it just looks nice. Now, obviously, I think you could have done a little bit like more detail and like depth with the mouth here. But for a Funko Pop, for the price that it was, I don't think it's that bad, and I think it's actually quite good. I think the hair detail is really nice. The hands look really nice. The claws, that's what you really want out of this Titan. And honestly, might be like the top, it's top 4 for sure, but I don't know, it might be up there as one of the best Attack on Titan Funko Pops we've gotten. I want to see this one. I want to see this one out of the box, and we'll check it out here in a minute. But the next one here is the newest one that I have gotten. This is the final one that has been released as of this moment, and that is the Falling Levi. This is a Funko Shop exclusive. I believe it is still available if you want to go on Funko.com and check that out. But it is from the scene where he is falling through the trees after the Beast Titan. I'm trying to, this series has been done for a year now, but when Zeke transforms all of the other members of his squad into Titans, and he's falling through the trees, about to have to wipe them all out, and this is the face that he's making. So this pop was originally kind of discussed on whether it was going to be a battle damaged Levi with the, after he gets the Thunder Spear problem. If we were going to get one with him kind of all bandaged up. And I was really excited for that pop because I thought that would look really cool. I thought you could do one of him like really bandaged up to where it's like right afterward, and then one kind of later to where he's just got a few like less bandages, not as many as he had at the start, kind of in the fighting pose, you know, maybe for the final battle. You could have done a cool stuff here, but we did get this one, and it's fine. I don't think it's the best Levi pop we've gotten. The Battle Levi from what is supposed to be Season 3, I think is still the best one we have gotten, and that is still, in my opinion, one of the best Funko Pops that they have ever made. And even then, I think the version of him in the black outfit is better. The Captain Levi that we got, I think, is better than this one. It's not a bad pop. It works, but it's just not perfect. And I think it could be better, but not bad. It still is fine, you know. Is it something? If that's our last Attack on Titan pop we get, that's disappointing. If we get another wave, it's fine. It's just another one that probably a lot of people will skip out on. If I wasn't collecting the entire line, it would be one I would skip out on. Now, the final one here that we're going to talk about today, before we kind of discuss a little bit more, is the other Jaw Titan. This is Falco's Jaw Titan. This is the regular version, because there's actually two versions of Falco, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute, because I'm going to talk about some pops that I think could be made if they decided to keep the line going, because I think we actually have at least two waves that we could have be made here, but maybe, maybe not, but we'll see. Now, like I said, this is the Falco's Jaw Titan, and it was a Hot Topic exclusive. Now, this one I think looks a little bit better in some regards, but I think this one beats it out in a few other regards. So let's get it out of the box, and I'm going to tell you why. So, first off here, let's talk about this design on the mouth here. I think that looks really good. I think the detail of it being inset there looks really nice. It makes it look really nice from certain angles. It kind of hides that mouth inside there. And then obviously this detail down here at the bottom where he is kind of grabbing the ground, I think is neat. Now, obviously, that is kind of also used for a base to make him stand up a little bit better, because otherwise he probably would fall over, and that's fair. But I think it does work out. As for which Jaw Titan I like better, I still think this one just looks a little cooler. Now, whether that's design-wise and just I like this Titan design better than this one, maybe, but I think, you know, this one looks really good. This one does look fine, but, you know, that's just my opinion on it. Now, real quick, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you Ymir's Jaw Titan in comparison to these two. Be right back. So the Jaw Titan is one of the few Titans that we have many versions of in the show. We have Marcel's Jaw Titan, then we have Ymir's Jaw Titan, then we have Porco's Jaw Titan, then we finally have Falco's Jaw Titan. So technically, they could make two more Jaw Titans. They could make Marcel's if they wanted to, and then they could make the other version of Falco's if they wanted to. Now, obviously, Ymir here was just a standard pop. She was not a 6-inch pop like these guys were, but I still think it works out pretty well. She is canonically a little bit smaller than the rest of the Titans. He is probably a little bit bigger than he should be. This guy's just about right, because as you can see, they're kind of like, he's pretty short. Now, I know he's kind of crouched, but I think it works. But he's a little bit taller than he probably should be, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And she kind of works being this height, because compared to like the female Titan or the armored Titan, kind of works out. Now, obviously the Beast Titan and the Colossal Titan are obviously not in scale with the other Titans of this line. But as for Jaw Titans, I think these are pretty cool. And I'm very happy with this line, and I would like to see it continue. So let's talk about some Funko Pops I think could be made to continue the Attack on Titan line. So first off, let's talk about what we don't have already from previous seasons. Now that the show is over, they really don't have any reason to just hype up that final season like they have been. So I think you could say, okay, we're going to go back and we're going to give you some from season 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to also give you some from the final season. Now, I don't think they'll do this, and I'm going to tell you that in the end, but I do think that is a possibility. So ones we could get from earlier seasons are, obviously, we could get an updated Colossal Titan, which I think is needed. Bertolt's Colossal Titan, I think that's needed. We could also get, obviously, John and Connie. They're needed, to be honest. We also could get like an Irwin on his horse. I think that would look really cool. The only Irwin we have is a very basic Irwin, and I don't think that is great for Irwin. I think Irwin deserves a really action pose, and I think putting him on his horse would be the best option in that case. I talked about it at the beginning, but we are kind of rumored to be getting that Attack Titan, 10-inch, whatever that might be. If we do get that, I hope it's just the standard Attack Titan. Obviously, I'd love a Founding Titan. I just don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I just don't think... I don't know how Funko would pull that off, and I don't know if it'll look good. I'd love to see it, but I don't think it'd look good, So, a standard Attack Titan would be fine with me. Obviously, I'd prefer a Colossal Titan to be 10-inch. I think that would look a lot better, but Attack Titan's fine. And then as for final season stuff, there's a lot that we haven't even gotten. Gabby and Falco, standard Falco. Not this Falco, not the one in the moment, a standard just Falco pop. We haven't gotten. And Gabby and Falco are pretty much one of the two main characters of the final season, so they deserve to be made. Obviously, you can make a new Hanji in her new season 4 outfit, with the eye patch and everything. I think that would be warranted. You can make her holding the Thunder Spears, with that final heroic moment for her. I think that would be really cool. Now, obviously, I mentioned it before, but you could do at least 2, maybe 3 different versions of Levi. I know they love making Levi pops, so I don't know why they wouldn't do this. You could make a Levi that is completely covered in bandages pretty much, the one we see in the final battle, and then I think you could even make a wheelchair version of him at the end where he's got the stitches over his eyes and everything. I think that would be really cool. Maybe him holding the lollipop. I think that would be really cool. But will we get that? I don't know. And then you could make the ending scene pretty much. You could give us a Mikasa in her regular outfit. You could give us all of the other characters in their kind of slightly aged up versions to where they're heading back to the island. I think that would look really cool. Don't think we're going to get them, but it would be really cool to get them. Kind of give everybody one last chance to have all of these characters because, with Demon Slayer, you can sell 15 versions of Nezuko, and they've sold 15 versions of Levi pretty much. But at some point, this line will end. I hope these 3 are not the end. If they are, I really enjoyed this line. This was one of my favorite lines to collect in Funko. It's a really cool line. They didn't really make any pops that weren't necessary. Even this one, I think it works. It's not something that's hey, it's a slightly different pose. This is from a specific scene, and it works. It really does. And this whole line, there's not really any that I don't think didn't work, at least a little bit. So, am I kind of disappointed that there's none in the immediate future? Absolutely. But I have hope that one day we will see more Attack on Titan pops, and I hope one day I will bring that to you, showing you all of the cool stuff they announced for a new wave. When we get John and we get Connie, we get Mikasa at the ending holding Aaron's head or whatever. I think all of that is some really cool ideas that they could do. And Funko, I hope you really will do that because, yes, Attack on Titan is over, but there is so much more we can do with this series. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Do you have any Attack on Titan Funko Pops? What is your opinion on the line as a whole? I know some of the older ones are getting harder to find. They're expensive, and a lot of people thought they'd drop in value after the series ended. They kind of have leveled out, and it's still an expensive price. So let me know, how much of the collection do you have? Do you have any? Do you have the whole thing like I do? But anyway, that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.